The views and opinions expressed on this panel are those of this panel and are for entertainment purposes only. Do not, and I repeat, do not try this at home. And don't whine in the comments when you don't like it. We don't care.
Okay, wig.
What up, y'all? I ain't feel like coming my hair.
Oh, my bad. I thought y'all could hear the whole time. My bad. My bad. I was playing the clip that she said.
I was on connecting with one person. That you had alliance with that one person? All the outside stuff, trying to pay the finance. Because he even said in the group chat that you had an inside girl. I said in the group chat, I have the king. You did. Yes, he did. She was sharing information with Alexis. What I showed Alexis. I don't know. I'm trying to talk to you like that. So I'm because you know this. Oh. You recall that? I don't even want to be part of this conversation. So as he should. Inside connections. You and Alexis were exchanging information. She was telling you was going on. This is what this says. I'm voting for striking that ass off. Because I heard what she was saying about me to my inside connect. Exactly what it says. Then it says, bro, Nika and Cole want the dudes off with the most swag on the show because they know we have power to get them off. And they trying to find the weak link. Trust me, bro, you gotta understand the game. I didn't say that. We all said that. You said that right there. I did it. Oh, damn,
Daddy. Man, last night was just a lot. Dina, you ready for the recap, ma'am, with the wig? Come on, mama, with all the hair.
You know, here we go. All right. So Alexis leaves. We talk about Lamar's journey, and we learned about Harry Hines. Jonathan's journey. Glenn still speed dating, and he dated Koisha's cousin in high school. Talked about the foot fetishes. Chaz's journey with his multiple connections, 10 out of 11. And him leaving the getaway, the petrified flower and the dog. Vanessa's a narcissist. Chaz is engaged. Laurent. Then we went to Laurent and his connections, conspiracy theories and groups chat. Talk with Justin and Mika. Anyways, in the end, Will and Lamar are still single. Not surprised. William and Patrice stayed connected. Vanessa and Dominique stayed connected. And Maya and Laurent reconnected. The end.
Lord have mercy. I don't know. I guess this. I ain't gonna say one is better than the other. But first of all, I know y'all don't know about Harry Hines unless you are from Texas. Harry Hines is. Well, go ahead, Lee. Go ahead, Lee.
First and foremost, that ain't the only host stroll that's in Dallas because that Waffle House that we went to after that Saya place, they was in the Waffle House parking lot with no clothes on. So it's more than one Harry Hines Street that y'all claim to have.
But Harry Hines is a known Dallas, just like I'm sure.
I'ma digress. Over there by Baby Dolls. That's the name of the spot. Baby Dolls. Wherever Baby Dolls is at, that's the whole stroll too.
Wherever Baby Doll is in Texas, that's pretty much where it's at as well. But how y'all doing, ladies? Hey, Cookie. What's going on, Evan?
Hey y'all, what's going on?
We already started a hot ass ghettomess.com as usual. What's going on, Chad? How everybody doing on Instagram, YouTube? We are finally here at the final episode of this season, Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
Praise the hallelujah.
Thank God.
Man, I can't even say never would have made it. I'm glad that we made it.
This season is confession. This season
bullshit.
I know this is probably Abby's also other favorite one because this is after reunion and we won't have to talk about that. Ready to Love until fall or
September.
Whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to see what my notes are. Lamar, Lord have mercy. Why is it? Okay, so they were going through everybody and talking about Alexis said she ain't coming back. How do we feel about that? She said she didn't want to come back. She was done, even though she pushed the camera and told everybody F you, goodbye. I knew she wasn't coming back, but we want to cover this. What do y'all think about that part? I mean, she ain't coming back.
Left. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm. Ma'am.
I think she said what she needed. there wasn't any reason for her coming back. She already said what she needed to say.
She did.
Anything else that
I did. She said she wasn't even talking about this nowhere else. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm transparent. I did hit her up. She was like, I said I had to say. She said she over. She done or whatever. They showed Lamar. Lamar did a lot the whole entire season. Lamar, I love you.
A lot.
Yeah, you did a lot the whole entire season, sir. I'm sorry. I mean, you just did.
But, okay, can I say something about this
Go ahead,
real
Mama.
fast?
Mhm.
Okay, so Patrice was like, he ain't never talked to me like that. But at the same time, when they went on the paint, they went from God to laying hands on their bodies. And she even said, how we go from God to getting it in or sex or
Jumping
being
bones.
sexual or whatever. So I was like, did you not forget he tried you too? But anyways, I'm just saying.
I was just trying to look for his side tooth that was missing. I couldn't find it.
Oh.
I did not see any side tooth that was missing.
Why is that we talking about that?
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Look, I mean, well, the sneak
Maybe they
kiss.
showed his good side and it's on the other side. I don't know.
Hold on, y'all. The sneak kiss to April, which we didn't see. I mean, they really kept that the whole entire season. I was like, okay, so he sneak kissed her. I don't know, man. Something they
No,
were
I
showing.
saw that. We
I don't
saw
remember
that.
seeing that.
We talked about
He
that
go.
because we talked
Oh, wow.
about how
forgot.
rude that was, that she kind of leaned in to give him a hug and he tried to kiss her in the face and she turned her head to the side. We went on about that for a long time.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
We
something about
already know
Glenn.
that Lamar is a little cuckoo. So why are we not surprised?
No wonder he's been single all this
Man,
time.
why? It's just this is rough.
You don't see why
Well,
he-
clearly his little plan don't work. I mean, here's the
Mhm.
thing. Some people are just gonna be with that flirtatious extra.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
Little
after you
skinny
get
dip
to
the
know
first
him
day.
a little bit,
Mhm.
but like even though this process is accelerated, it's not like you finna walk in the front door. I just met you 2 minutes ago. Hey, you want to jump in the pool naked with me? Like, nigga, please. What?
Well, I'm gonna say something about Glenn. Okay,
Who's snoring?
it's the audio, ma'am. It's my sound effects, ma'am.
Oh Jesus!
This was Glenn. I feel like the entire segment. So
Not
If
the man
Felicia
weave.
wouldn't have asked who was snoring, I would have thought it was her. Like the time she fell
now
asleep on me.
my sound effects be real
Listen, I was
good,
like,
baby.
did
Okay.
she get that clip of me snoring? Because that sounds just like.
No, I have a sound bite.
It sounded just like her.
I didn't understand the point of that whole thing with Glenn. Glenn did not want to be there. He was just there so he wouldn't get fined. I just
She
didn't
said,
understand the whole point.
I wonder if she got her McDonald's.
Oh my God. Jesus help. Abby. Now. Because
Ooh, that was a
I don't-
good one.
I don't know if she got any bandwidth. Because well, let me ask you, Abby. So with Glenn coming back for that little moment, like look, when he said that he had to take his kids to school, nobody even caught it when Alexis said, "How it's a summertime." Now, I'm not saying the kids don't have to go to school in the summertime unless they failed or something like that, but he made it seem like it was during the time of the school year where you do the month through Friday. So I just don't think he wanted to be there. Not saying that.
Well, they did say they started filming in May, and most schools end at the end of May or maybe the first week after Memorial Weekend or something
Exactly.
like that.
And on top of that, he a teacher. So how we know he wasn't teaching summer school? But you know what?
Well, he said he had to take his kids to school.
The kids could be
He
himself.
said his
in
kid.
school. They could go to a charter school. School normally ends the second week of June.
There it is. Come on.
So it just depends.
So when she's trying to be funny,
But here's the point: we don't care.
there-
You lost your chance for us to care what the fuck you was talking about when you didn't show your ass up in the first place. We don't care. Next. Shit.
Not today, Jesus.
Now we talking about Lamar's man weave. Now y'all gonna make me go back
He
and
had
look
a
because
wig.
I ain't
Hold
thought
on, wait a
two
minute. He
shits
had a
about him.
wig? No, right close to him. Wait a minute. Now, I'm not trying to shade him. He had a. I can't really see though, so let me not. Don't go by me. I can't see nothing anyway. I ain't gonna lie.
Let
So
me go
okay,
back.
so wait a minute. Who said that I would not have sent William home? That was the old girl over there, right? That she said. Oh,
yeah,
before we
that
hold
lady.
before we get to that,
Cause
they
I'm
made
with
a
the
whole
shit today.
they did a whole entire segment about feet. Like I don't know. I don't remember even them talking about this that much. Did they really get into it that much during the season, or was it cutting the
No, they
feeling
talked about
stuff?
feet.
I don't remember any of that.
I
Oh
do,
my
but
God.
the men of Ready to Love Dallas Fort Worth, they do have a footy obsession.
V Abby said she is your move all the way there. I ain't gonna.
They have a foot obsession.
All
That is
the
a
men was talking about feet. How y'all doing in the chat? All the men was worried about feet. I was like, I don't remember. I said, was I missing a lot of this
no.
season?
They like feet. They like pretty feet. They
Like
like that. That
they talked
I
about
can
it.
agree to.
What'd you
Yeah,
say, mine?
they talked about feet quite a bit, and we talked about it. It
Girl,
was
I don't
becoming
remember.
too
I don't know.
much.
Maybe it was the alcohol. I don't know.
Yeah,
So okay, let's
they
go back to old
definitely.
girl. Old girl said I would not have said William Home. It's like, girl,
We
are
don't
you
care. He
acting?
wasn't on
Are you
next.
acting? Please. Are you acting right now? That's what it seems like. Is this a scene? Acting one. Okay. Come on, you would have not have said William
Well,
Home. Girl,
but
get
she
the fuck
had
out
a
of here.
point though. She had a point though. If you're gonna self-eliminate yourself, then why are you taking a position or a slot for somebody else who was willing to open up and form some type of connection? Because at that point when she was sending that text message, she didn't know that Charles is coming back. It was after he left the getaway that she sent a message like, yo, if you were gonna do this, you should have done this before Will was sent home. So I can see where she's coming from.
I understand what you are saying, but at the same time, I think she was just talking some BS. She wasn't gonna keep no William. I'm sorry, she wasn't. She was just saying to be nice, okay?
Oh,
And it's inappropriate at the moment. So no, ma'am. Acting. Scene one. No, ma'am.
oh my God.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So we're not. It's the last
Wow.
episode. I don't care. Who's this? Keena, Mama. I know you kind of been. You hadn't really. You kind of been in and out the
Also,
season, but I know you watched it.
listen, her
I want.
birthday. It was her birthday last week. She was outside. She was out the country thotting and bopping. So happy
Yes, I
birthday,
was out
girl.
the country thotting and botting. Okay, your Aries girl is back, so you guys know. But yes, I
And
did
it's up
watch all the
tomorrow.
episodes. I did.
Mhm.
And it was very ratchet season. I'm glad it's over with. Those characters can all be bye-bye.
I
Because
miss
yeah,
Keena.
it just was a lot going on that reunion. Just
Mhm.
like very extraness. Everybody was waiting for them seconds to TikTok so they can have something to
Oh
say.
snap!
I'm just glad it's over, honestly.
Damn.
LaRon,
Veronica.
oh, Lala. You call him Ronica, I call him Lala.
Oh Lord, help me, Jesus.
I've been
I
drinking
w-
Prosecco, so I got a little comedy
Well,
going
I need to
on.
go get my
girl,
jack.
me
I need to go
too.
get my jack. So I want to ask you this. One thing I noticed that they said that when Tommy's saying that they felt like that the whole, I'm just gonna jump into about the group messages and all that crap, that it felt like that it contaminated the journeys. And I know that we talk a lot in trash or whatever about the show, but and I'm asking you, Kendra, because of course, obviously you on the show. Do you agree with his assessment?
Yes, but this is just the first time it's kind of been put on Front Street. I think like they've been doing alliances for a while, but this is the first time that it was a text message was brought to Tommy and he basically aired it out and basically was like, this is like messing up like the integrity of the show, because that's basically what it's doing, because that's not really the process. Okay, I like you, you cool, you my homie, you my homegirl, we gonna keep
Mhm.
you on. Oh nah, I don't really like how she rock. She thinks she the shit. We gonna vote her off. That's not really how the process of the show should go, but that what goes on in the background. And I'm glad that they aired it out. And hopefully they
Tina,
stop it.
Tina, there are so many other things that are, affecting the integrity of the show. You're not gonna bring broke people on the show. You're not gonna bring in people with all these different kind of, and you think that the show is gonna
Well,
continue.
when recruiters are scrummaging through Facebook pages
That's
and
scrummaging.
asking people to go on,
Ooh.
do you want to be on the show? You gonna get broke niggas, okay? Got men with, got a lot of
Real
shit going
jobs.
on in businesses. They don't have time for this shit.
Right.
So the quality of men, unfortunately, the women get the bad pick of the litter, because all the females really, I mean, there's a few good guys, but majority of them are for the streets.
But most of the women, I feel like, on the show are really there, most of them, to find love or really trying to go through the process. And a lot of the girls get fucked in the end. Sorry.
Right. I agree.
You know?
Wow. Damn.
Because they can't find quality men.
Mm-hmm.
And when you jumping in people's DMs and saying, "Hey, do you want to be on this show?"
And they
that
jumped
doesn't
on there.
work.
Yeah.
And they find nobody love. And as Ebby says all the time, which now they try to use all the time, ain't no prize at the end. That we just we coming on here for what? We're not getting fame and fortune. We're not getting no spin-offs. So what we doing? What we really doing? I'm sorry. There's no. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that it's not possible to find love in this form or nothing like that. It really hasn't happened. Not that much. It's very few couples that we have. So I don't know.
But this show seemed like everybody like coupled off in the end. Like, oh, everybody just like was doing a big one and was getting with hooking up after the show. Like, I was a little shocked at that.
Well, for me, even though I'm not crazy about Mika and all the ugly wig she had on, everything else, I do think that I do think that her and Justin, you know what I'm saying, that's a couple, and I do believe that LaRon and Maya, was those the only two couples I didn't see anybody really else.
Maya is not with LaRon. I want y'all to stop.
No, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that now. I'm talking about,
that girl is not.
She said, "Cut the."
That girl is not thinking about him. I'm sorry. Like, no.
Oh no, I don't think she care about him now. No, I don't think she give a care about none of them. But she drags all the boys. To be honest, I'm just saying at one point in time, I think before whatever transpired between them, I feel like those are two. Because Meek and them came later on, and as Fernando reminded me, they kind of been going on and off. I didn't even see them two doing something, but apparently they've been having connections the whole time. And then you have those two, and that's it at the whole season. If you just say, I don't know, that's at the whole season. That's all the couples. Which they mind?
No, Dina sent me a message of the missing tooth. Thank you for the.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Y'all know I come with the receipts.
Oh my God. Honestly, this actually, I don't know. This was actually what was there? Was there anything? I really, my notes are so small. I hate to say
the episode was actually rather boring because
it was. I don't even have much notes. My notes is like a paragraph. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, we got all the hype from Alexis, and then after Alexis left, it was just kind of downhill until as far as boredom. And then you got to what's his name, Chaz and Vanessa, and the way they hyped it up to be, it wasn't no hype. And then we had Justin and Mika drooling all over each other. Get a room. We don't need to see that. We don't care. And and then their little last final thoughts and what's on the horizon between all of the interviews that people did and the posts or whatever, we already knew who was kind of feeling each other. And then now that it's been so long since the reunion has been taped, we already know that half them people that was saying they was connected ain't even together no more. So
I don't know why they don't do the reunion earlier anyway, but I wanted to say something really quick. I'm sorry, later, my bad. I wanted to say something really quick because I'm gonna say this briefly. It seems like that, my name is so popular and seem to be people's mouth all the time, but I just wanted to say that I never ask anybody to promote me. I promote myself, and that I do way more than Ready to Love. Like, for instance, my interview will be dropping tonight. The artist, Willie, who is actually part of Beyonce's album that they just recorded. So that'll be dropping tonight. And I have a surprise on Monday. So when I say y'all cannot match my resume, get the fuck off the gas, period. Okay? Just wanted to point that out. Thank you so much. Yes. To continue.
Well, no. If you're gonna stand on your shit, make sure you say who was directed to.
Everybody, all of them. My name, all of them, everybody. Whoever got something to say, the ones that be all in the comments, the fake people, everybody can get it. The chicken grease people, all of them. I don't care who it is. All y'all can get it. Period. Okay, y'all know who you are.
She's channeling her inner Alexis, so it's F you, and F you, and you can get it, and you can get it, and you can get it.
I thought she was gonna name the names because I would have named the names.
ma'am.
No, it ain't that serious. We're
It's
not giving them
everybody.
no extra.
It's everybody, and I'm not.
Everybody.
I'm doing too good to be worried about it. When you can bet my resume, then we can have a conversation. But half of y'all cannot, so I'm not even tripping. So anyway,
So
to
these
continue,
hands is rated E for everybody.
In
Who-
Ebby's voice.
who I ain't got time for none of y'all in the chat with your messiness. Stop the cap.
It's gonna get to who it needs to get to.
Period. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to. No, nothing's going on, Haitian. But my name was in people's mouths as of yesterday, so I just want to address that, and that's it. I ain't calling no names. I'm not playing no audio. It is what it is, and that's the post in my niece's voice. So, what else is next? Because honestly, I don't.
We ain't got nothing else.
We don't have nothing else. I swear.
Like I
Let
really
me
want
see if I can dig. Let me see if I can dig something for us to talk about.
I don't even know, like, where's all of the drama that Veronica said was gonna happen in the second part, because I didn't see
Oh
it.
my God.
Right, but what about, okay, well, let's dig for something, because we at least need to entertain the people for a hot second, because they came all the way over down on Beyonce's internet. But what about the fact that Patrice had all that huff and smoke or whatever for Alonzo, because he was out in the streets acting foul, but she been connected with William the whole time, and he trying to take her to the fair.
From the desk of Alonzo. Hold on, let me go ahead and read this message.
What happened?
Right,
Hold on.
because he did a video. We can't play the video because he said the R word too many times. But he he released a video on his IG page saying that Patrice was kicking it with Will the whole time, even though she had a key to his house.
Mm.
And
Will or William, the fake real estate
William,
developer?
The comedian.
Toys R Us.
Okay, so from the desk of Alonzo, he said she tried to play me on national television like I'm a cheater and was hiding girls when I told her about them, and it was before the show. And she was talking to William since the brunch, but she told me she stopped talking to him from the getaway and that we were exclusive. Then he proceeded to call me on and say I ain't watched the episode yet. But that is from the desk of Alonzo Watts, and that's in my Instagram messages.
Right, and then again, like I said, he dropped that video on his IG where he talks about, she was with William the whole time. She had a key to the house and whatnot. So she was out there acting,
projecting
like she was invested more than she really was.
So this is the season of the actresses. Got it. Okay.
Oh yes, everybody needs to get an Emmy.
Or what's the ghetto version of an Emmy? I'm trying to think. I ain't gonna something like that. My bad, ain't gonna do that. But to be honest, as far as the season, the season and the reunion has been the most draining season I have ever reviewed. I'm sorry, I've never.
This has been a ghetto one. That is for sure.
Oh, and by the way, please stop saying. Hold on, please stop saying I'm protecting somebody with audio. I almost forgot I want to say that too. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that. So stop saying that, please. So I mean, the thing about it is about the whole situation. We all are bloggers. We get tea. We drop it. Don't drop it. I'm tired of hearing about that. Y'all need to get off the gas with that. This is ridiculous. Yes, it's a season of the actresses. Oh, and actors. I mean, that's
because Veronica did his big one.
Bad actors. Y'all need to go take some more acting class, like that improv class they had on the previous season, that Maurier's Day. Y'all all need to go take some classes, because y'all
not Mauricio's Day.
They wasn't even the slightest bit believable. And I'm with everybody else that they need to revamp this show or do something different, because it's becoming way too predictable. And then last night, when I seen Chaz over yonder, he even said that he really didn't have a connection with Patrice like that they forced him for that connection and to go to the bridge with her. He ain't even want to go.
So
I'm not surprised.
I also think that Chaz was not, when he was asked, "Are you dating somebody?" I don't think he was dating anybody. I think he was just saying that to get on Vanessa's.
That's not true, because he did also say last night over yonder that he was trying to get his fiance to come and do the interview when he does his interview with Kamisha.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Unless he's
Oh.
bringing a blow up doll, I don't know. But I'm assuming that this is a real person. And she was there in the house
And
last night when he did the interview.
She was. What if he said that he gonna do, that's what he gonna do.
Well,
So, I
he
mean,
wasn't
I
doing
haven't
the
talked to
interview.
her.
He had to jump
No.
on
I'm
somewhere
saying
and
what you're
defend
saying.
himself.
I'm
But
talking
she was
about
in
what
the
you're
house.
saying. Got you. I never would have thought Vanessa was gonna be dating Dom. Chad's face was sour, looking on the floor. Womp womp.
It showed
His
was.
face, that face was so funny. I was like, holy smokes.
He was staring at the ground, looking
He
all
did a little
disheveled,
nose thing, like
he didn't. It's kind of like when you tried to be petty and it went wrong because you thought you was gonna be the victor, and she's like, baby, or when you throw that ace of spades out and somebody else got the big joker or whatever. That's how his face
Not
was
the
looking.
spades tutorial.
But I like
wait a
how
minute.
she handled herself. She was very poised, classy, unbothered. Like, it is what it is, Vanessa. Like, she looked beautiful. She handled herself very well and was like, whatever. And I would say, for the most part, all the ladies looked really nice at this reunion. I just want to give a hand shout
There
out
was
for the
only
ladies.
one
They look good.
look I didn't like.
And who was that?
I loved Rasheena's hair and makeup, but I just felt like she's got a better body to have a dress like that on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's a beautiful, beautiful girl. And I just really felt like, I ain't saying she need to be up there half naked or nothing like that. So don't get me wrong, y'all. I just felt like the dress was nice, but I just felt like it didn't really give her personality that we've seen on the show, and her hair and makeup was looking real fabulous. I just thought her dress could have been better. Showcase her figure a little bit more.
Oh, this lady, her right here?
No, Rashina.
Oh, my bad.
That's Koshia.
One is that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. I loved her
it.
hair
I
and
thought
makeup.
she looked okay.
I just didn't. The dress wasn't giving what it needed to be gave.
It gave what it gave.
But she's still a great person. I got nothing against her. She cool with me. Let me just put that out there. I don't want nobody to think I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? Even though the hair was giving me Ronnie vibes, but I do love Ronnie from Players Club. So, but I thought she looked good.
Gotta do what you gotta. Wait, hold on.
You gotta use what you got. Get what you want.
To get what you want.
I thought she looked good. I thought
all
ladies looked
I
good.
ain't saying that she did. I thought she looked good. I just felt the dress, could have gave a little bit more. I mean, Rasheena's a beautiful woman and she has a banging body. And I just felt like, the dress wasn't given what needed to be gave. That's all.
Oh, I don't like this dress. That fast. She got it off of Fashion Nova, $89.99.
No shade. And I like Fashion Nova. I do like Fashion Nova.
I actually liked Mika's dress.
I did not like it.
Yeah, I like the dress. I don't like the hair.
This is my favorite part, y'all. If you scroll down to the bottom, and it's the leather or the satin on the trim for me.
No.
I liked it.
No.
I didn't even know Fashion Nova had dresses like this, but I mean,
they do.
Kudos to Fashion Nova. That look
you
all
can
right.
get you a whole wedding gown on Fashion Nova.
Yeah, I ain't a big fan of. I felt okay. So I mean, I know we've been bashing her all season, but I felt like that you the amount of money that you paid for your BBL and you went and got this dress. I don't like it.
What does one got to do with the other?
How y'all know this lady had a BBL? Y'all
It was said on part 1.
Lord,
Well,
He accused her of getting a BBL. She didn't speak to it, so we don't know if it's true or not.
In the sake of true facts, we don't know that she got a BBL because we don't know what her clapback was.
I don't care.
Facts that we do know is that she did get her boobs done and them bitches look good. Okay. So regardless how we feel about her Sunday through Friday, any other day of the week, today is Saturday, and I'm all about empowerment and being positive.
Oh, her body look good. I say
say
her body look
that
good.
the boobs was boobing, and I like the dress. Even though I might not like her tomorrow, I'm gonna give her props today.
I've always said that she was a pretty woman. Her body looked good. It ain't got nothing to do about the stank attitude that came along with it. You know what I'm saying? And the wig was horrible. I'm sorry. Anyway, those are of the fashions or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Yes, she had a very bad attitude.
What about the men? Do we got any of the men's fashions?
No,
That's
we
all.
need
That's
to just move on.
That's all.
But
Well,
next,
We
damn.
need to just
Okay.
move on.
I, I,
I was
I'm
just
over
wondering
it.
why Jonathan's pants was sitting so high when he was sitting down.
it's
They
Jonathan
a
would
is
see
six
damn near to
Jonathan
his
seven.
kneecap.
pants always look like that. That's his style.
Yeah,
He got that
that's
style.
yeah.
He's doing
yeah.
that's not by coincidence. That's by on
But
purpose.
I mean, I know Jonathan is a tall person because
I
I
think
met
Ken is
him
right.
in person, right? Twice. But when he sat down, his pants hem was damn near to his kneecap. I was confused.
I think it might be his style. I kind of like, that's the men used to wear them suits like that back in the day. I think that's actually his style.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sorry,
going for
men don't
that.
need to be out
He's
here
going
showing
for
their
that
ankles.
Harlem Renaissance look.
Yeah,
Like that's what
Yeah.
that's his style. That's what he went for. So
Which, I mean, I vibe with it. I don't have any. Somebody said Coach Sheila look great. They looked a mess. Oh my God, y'all wrong in the chat. The hair takes away from the face. She has a striking figure. Mika in braids is giving. Yeah, I agree with that too. The wig did not make the outfit, whatever. But I feel like the girls were. I'm trying to think of the other reunions. They all kind of came a little dressed up. I'm not gonna just drag them about their clothes, whatever. I just didn't like Mika's hair. That was my biggest call out. To
And
be
I felt
honest.
like maybe if she had a different hairstyle, I might like how, but it's all about how you accessorize the whatever it is that you're wearing. Like I wouldn't put that I mean, I wouldn't put that hairstyle with that dress.
You
There,
know what
that's
she
how
should have had? She should have had the Ray Ray bob. If she would have had the Ray Ray bob
we talked
with
about
that
that last night.
dress, she would have been killing them.
Oh, Ray, you talking about Lorena? Lord have mercy.
Lorena's
Oh,
bob, Ray Ray bob, the
yeah,
Ray
yeah,
Ray
yeah.
bob.
Mm-hmm.
If she
I
would have
think I
had the
agree
Ray
with
Ray
you.
bob, that would have set it off. And I don't think she had any jewelry on either.
She
Like, I
didn't.
think a lot of the women didn't accessorize their outfits properly because, when you have on what I call like a basic black dress, I think it's up to the hair, makeup, and accessories to work the dress. But I still like the dress though.
I wear Fashion Nova Haitian, so maybe I
I
like all
mean,
my
ain't
clothes.
nothing wrong with Fashion Nova. We all got some
Look,
couple
I got a
items here
whole
and there.
closet full of Fashion Nova, Sheen, and Chick Me.
I
So
never,
do. But I didn't. Oh, another dress I didn't like. I didn't like Maya's dress. I don't know if and it wasn't that I
Let
didn't like the
Veronica tell
dress.
her he paid for it.
Well, Veronica
Christ.
needed to get her right boob size because the dress was cute, but I think it was a little small in the boobs.
Yeah, I'm muting myself. Y'all got it.
this show here just this episode is just. I mean, I'm like a lie. I really don't have much even to say about the reunion. Mod, you got anything to add about the reunion, Mama? Because I don't really have much else.
I actually don't have much, me either. I was just watching. I was like, what are we going to talk about today? Because
I ain't gonna lie. I was saying the same thing because I didn't have much. I have a paragraph in my notes. Literally, this is all filler. And Abby usually
I mean,
even
did anything happen on the second part of the reunion
That's like-
No.
that didn't happen
No.
on the show that hasn't already been discussed that we were
No.
shocked about?
no.
And if Veronica out here paying for dresses, that just goes to the fact he's a pay-for-play nigga. So let's keep it moving.
Why do y'all call him Veronica? Who? That's something y'all started calling him.
That's what Alicia called him, Veronica. And I'm just saying, if that's what we calling him and that's what we doing, we already know that he's a pay-for-play. What's the little dude on from Waiting to Exhale that he looked like?
Wait, who? Oh,
Huh?
wait.
Y'all
you
know
said
the little
Phil.
fat boy, Pillsbury Doughboy from
Oh my God!
Waiting
Don't
to
shoot the
Exhale.
orange yet? Lord Jesus Christ! Now
What?
some people here are young. They may not. I know who you talking about though. The guy.
My bad.
I forgot his name.
Well,
I know you.
anyways, y'all know what I mean when I say he's a pay-for-play.
I really wonder if anybody is going to talk about this season in a positive way, because
No.
all I hear is
It's
just
not
such
possible.
just negative.
And I say it's not possible because we
That-
had, I mean, Cookie Note. Okay, y'all have group chats, right? But this
Yeah.
group chat not only made it to the screen, it took over the whole season.
It
And I
did.
can understand having a group chat to make sure folks ain't lying, or even if
The
the man
pastor.
said, okay, I can't date all these women at one time. So if we'll go over here, for example, if we'll date Alexis, right? And I am Who else was Alexis connected with? Jonathan. And I'm
XJW. I know who
Jonathan,
you're
right?
talking about.
And he dated Alexis. I could be like, what's her favorite color? You know what I'm saying? So when I go on a date with her, I already got the fire and ice roses. You know what I'm saying? So that's a one up for me. But y'all wasn't using it for that purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's like we spread information. Hey, Will's favorite color is blue. LaRon's favorite color is red. And you know what I'm saying? Let's get these ladies a step up in the game, or the men vice versa with the men. But that's not how y'all was using it. Y'all was using it in the most negative light. Oh, she said this, he said that, they did this, they did that. Y'all put all the negative energy from, men to women or whatever in these group chats, so you know what bombs not to step on, and you tainted the game.
Well, Sassy
made
Boys
season
in the
trash.
building, or whatever Veronica said. What else we got?
Oh my God. Do we think that I forgot what I was gonna say now? Shit. Because it's kind of tying to what it's gonna tie into what Dina was talking about it being so tainted. Even Polil, the host look very, very frustrated. They got two seasons.
Cookie,
they got 2 seasons coming up now.
Cookie,
I don't know what they got going on.
with my comment? Because I know y'all have had like group chats in previous seasons, but have they gotten this far? Am I correct in my statement? Did we lose Cookie?
I didn't hear y'all. What y'all saying?
No, I'm saying with the group chats from previous seasons, and being that this one made it to the actual screen because it was negative, do you think that the group chat from this particular season tainted the season?
Definitely. That's why there's like so much division, because people were exposed in a negative way.
So with the last
Right.
clip that you
And then
sent
what
me,
I
Dina, hold on, I'm sorry, Dina, with the last clip that you sent me, is that the person to blame that you talked about? The clip you sent me, is it saying that Will is ultimately to blame for the whole group chat?
I can't hear you. What'd you say? I couldn't
said
hear
when
you.
Can you not hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. No, the clip you sent me, I said, I listened to it again. I said, what is that clip? Is it saying that Will and LaRon are the one who with the group, or just saying that Will's the one who did the group with that clip?
No, it was Will and LaRon arguing about who said what in the group chat. And that's what I was trying to ask Cookie, because I felt like both the ladies and the men's this season group chats were negative. And I was trying to ask Cookie, like, in the past, were the group chats to help the men or women understand other people in the group, so it sped up the process, not
From what
tearing
I
them down.
from what I know, just being like friends of different, groups of people on the show, and hanging out with different castmates, and yes, there have always been group chats, but it's never been from like negative like this. I think this kind of, like, as far as like from what I know with DC, it was never negative like this. Like, yes, they were, and if it was more, literally just amongst the men, and then it was like some bro stuff. Like, all the men might have just been chit-chatting, but it wasn't like stuff for it to get back to the women. Like, if there were intimate conversations that we're having because people were actually cool, like, it seems like that it was different. Like, the guys were actually on some bro stuff. Like, these guys were also like gossiping like chicks and forming alliances against each other. So it was weird,
Damn. Okay.
Right. And see, that's why I was saying, like, me personally, if I was on the show and I was in the group chat with the women, like, for example, if I went on a date with someone and he liked XYZ and I don't like that or whatever, that's not my thing, then I would be like, oh, girl in the group, that's her thing. Y'all two should connect. So I would put in the group chat, hey, so-and-so, I went on a date with Mark and he likes da 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 da. that's your thing. Maybe you should date with him, or so and so's favorite color, or this person likes this and that.
No,
Y'all
that's
should
too
get
much. Ain't no, that's like no.
Absolutely not.
No, that's like going like that's too deep.
I
Like,
mean, no,
no.
what I'm saying is if you just did it in general, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
So
think
you just
nobody.
meet
I
the
don't think
person.
nobody's doing like, hey, I think that you would mesh better with, him over there because he likes ice cream and you like ice cream. Like, no, nobody's doing that.
Wow. Mm.
I don't know. I'm just like, if he ain't for me, I'm gonna pass him on to one of my team members. That's all I'm saying.
But at the end of the day, it's a competition. So I'm not passing this person over to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't
Right.
really
I
like
get
that.
it. I get it.
That's not like what it's about. Like, oh, I think like, I'm not here to make match make. That's not what it is. Like, oh, it didn't work for me, but let me this work for you. At the end of the day, it's an elimination game.
Right.
So
But
I could
me
just
too, on the other
not
hand,
say nothing and let your
I
ass
feel
get
like
eliminated.
I feel like Alexis and Laylin. If my person is not there, then I'm about to fake a seizure or something to get off the show.
Oh my
because I
God.
don't believe in wasting
That
my
is
time.
too
I fake a
extreme.
seizure.
Not a
From-
I
seizure.
don't believe.
That's
I
You
don't
don't
believe in
gotta
wasting
fake
my
a seizure.
time.
You could just exit and leave.
But why do people keep saying they wouldn't let me leave if you can
They
just
want to
leave?
stay. They want to stay. Because let me tell you, if I don't want to do it, guess what? I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah. I mean, from what I know, when you get down to like the last four, they need the last four to have
Right.
a end of the season show, right? So they only can encourage and beg you to stay. But at the end of the day, there's no contractual thing to make you have to stay. They cannot make you stay. You're not going to be fined this amount of money or got to pay thousands and thousands of dollars because you didn't show up. They're just going to keep it moving.
So why did Glenn say that at the reunion? He said, "I'm just here to make sure I don't get fined."
Because it's a popular saying.
Yeah, it's a popular saying, and yeah, there are like, oh, they say, oh, if you do this, you could do that. But let's be clear, everybody in these shows done violated some type of way, and ain't nobody done been fined. So
Okay.
moving on.
Child, that's the miss. Why they gotta be lying all this kind of stuff? I don't understand. If you don't want to stay there, why not just go? And so what's the other alternative, or what's your alternative
People
motive?
do want to, there's a thing called people do want to be on TV.
Mm.
There
Yeah.
it is.
And then they all get on
But
these
you ain't going
government
nowhere.
saying they didn't. That's the thing that pisses
And
me
no
off.
spinoff.
This wasn't a secret dating experiment. I didn't even want to be on TV like that. I'm not looking for fame, but you knew it was a TV show. You knew it was going to be broadcast. And then I'm so sick of hearing, I didn't watch the show. Let me tell you something. When I apply for a job, before I apply, I see the description of the job, right? I go to the hotel website and see how many rooms they got, how much space they got. I go to TripAdvisor and I see what their rating is and what the reviews are. I go over to Google and see what the reviews are. I go to Glassdoor and see what their turnover is and see if there's any bad reviews from employees. So I don't understand how you sign up to be on a show, you never watch the episode, you don't know the concept, and then you claim, well, the orientation is different from what happened. And then you claim you've never been on YouTube to know that these people are doing interviews talking about they was hungry, talking about they was pumped full of alcohol, talking about the editing, talking about their voice was played at a time that it wasn't, talking about scenes chopped and screwed like they on a Houston mixtape, and you don't know none of this.
But Dina, some of them.
Dina, everybody is not like you. Everybody's not going to do that. 90% of them are not going to do no bunch of research about what it is.
Okay.
They just not.
But also, if they are looking for people online, on Facebook, on whatever.
Yeah, all these people talking about, oh, they hit me up on Instagram. They hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace. They hit me on blackplanet.com. Like, are you serious?
Well, they say they hit him up, but they also be following producers and following people and following casting. So when it gets posted, so I get they be looking, but they also be looking too. And to go with what Keena has said, people want to be on TV. They want to be on TV, but when you ask them, they lie. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. It's just like so Hollywood, but
Yeah,
yet
it
still being
is.
on
It's
chilling
like
circuit.
Pearl and Hydra ends. That's the part that makes me mad because I'm like, look, if I go and apply to be on the show, see, I'm the wrong person to interview because I'm like, look, I wanted to be on the show. God gave me the gift of this beautiful face and body. I want to showcase it to the world, and I wanted to find love. Or I want to promote my hair oil. I want to promote my new weave bundles that's coming out. I need to promote my, PR this. I'm gonna say it what it is.
And then
Y'all
you're
sit
not
up
gonna get on the
here
show because they would
and trying to
prefer
play
you
in
lie
the
to
audience.
them and tell them something else.
Y'all
They,
sit up
they,
here.
But yeah, basically,
they don't want to hear it.
Yeah, they trying to play in the audience face like, oh, I just came to love. By the way, I got a book coming out. Oh, I'm here for love. By the way, go buy my mixtape. Oh,
I
by
mean,
the way,
but at the end of the
I'm here
day,
for
like,
love, but I'm
is that a
comedian.
bad thing? Is that a bad thing? Like, you do have
No.
this audience, this
No,
platform
it's
for
not
30
a
seconds.
bad
You
thing
might as well
to
use it to
say
your
that.
advantage.
shoot, I know I
No.
will.
It's
Agreed.
not a bad thing. What I'm saying is the fact that they try to play dumb, like, I didn't come on here for all this, but by the way, when we know that's a lie. You came on the show, you didn't find love. By the way, go buy my book. That's what I'm saying.
But that's everybody on TV. Like,
But
that's everybody.
I've always told Cass in the past when y'all had the opportunity, I always say y'all should really just do whatever, because you got that one little opportunity. A lot of people on the past season really didn't do that. I've always said do it. I do stuff all the time about on
That's what
TV,
I'm saying.
but it's everybody's choice they want to do it or not. They sometimes they go on this show legit. I think people in the past really did legit go in there try to find something, and when it didn't happen, they didn't want to be in the limelight like that. So I don't know. It's a mixture of different things. I don't know what's gonna happen next few seasons going into it because people are already talking kind of negative about this season, to be honest.
Well, and
And
then they trying to go to Philly and Detroit. Oh my
Oh,
God.
Philly is going to be a shit show. Okay.
wow,
Philly and Detroit. I'm just saying. I know a lot of people. I don't know. I only know a couple of people from Philly. But when you go to Detroit, I know a gang of people from Detroit. And when I say some of the people I know from Detroit, some of the realest motherfuckers you ever met, I don't see no sugarcoating no shit in the Detroit season. You know what I'm saying?
or
I'm
Philly
Oh,
either.
it's going to be it's going to be it because again, they go the men don't want to be on these shows. Real niggas don't.
right.
Real niggas don't want to be in this
Real niggas
platform
refuse to lose.
and on this type of stage. So they get, because I even like know guys that applied for Ready to Love that were really good guys and didn't make it. But the people that made it on the shows are people that were recruited and scourged by on Instagram or social media. And it's like,
Because
how
they're
did
looking for
that
the
happen?
aesthetics. They're looking for the aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get it twisted that they want a beautiful cast. They want a cast
People was
of
not
different
beautiful.
variations of women that are attractive. They want different variations of men that women would find attractive, and they want a beautiful cast. I don't even think, regardless of the whatever they say, the application process, I think they want people who are going to look good, present well on TV, and give them the drama for the ratings. That's what I think.
I think more drama than anything. Tina Bree said, well, Chad said that he was with his fiance lady before the show. I'm wondering
That's
why
not what
did
he
she let him
said.
go on the
That's
show to
not what he
find
said.
love. I'm just
That's
reading the
not what he
comment, ma'am.
said.
No, yeah, that's not what he said. He said he knew her before the show, or they had dated before the show. I think what the thing was, he wasn't sure about their situation. He had already
is she
applied
in
or
here?
been recruited for the show. And one thing I can say, just from me watching the show, not being on the show is that it does make me ask certain questions when I meet someone. So even if you don't find love on the show, I do think that it prepares you for the next dating realm where you can be like, let me ask the questions. Let me talk about my non-negotiables. Let me, dig
No,
a little,
No.
dig a little deeper.
no.
Absolutely
No, I'm
not.
just saying for me, I'm not saying for even the cast members. What I'm just saying is that if you, whatever was working for you, whatever you were doing in the past was working for you. So there might be a couple of tools that you could use moving forward to make sure that you don't fall into the same previous patterns. That's all I'm saying. Because I tell them in a heartbeat, hey, you want kids? I'm not the one for you, because that's not happening.
But everybody doesn't do that either. Some people will just jump in a relationship like that, knowing that's how they feel. I mean, everybody just
And you gotta also understand, like, when you're really dating somebody in real life, you're moving at a real life pace. You're not
Right.
moving at a ready to love pace. So it's totally
Accelerate, super
different.
accelerated.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it's just different. Like, I'm not gonna take any jewels from this fucked up situation into my next dating situation. Like, no.
Mm. Even so Keena, the things that not to do, I guess you could take that with you. Things that you learn that you wouldn't do in real life, or the bad things, the toxicity, whatever y'all saw. Because I think Rachel Love is a lot, and they need a program for the people to get off
I
the
mean,
show
the
after
great
that.
thing about the show, honestly, is the ending of it. Like,
Woo!
you come out and you come out of it, and then you do have some great connections, and you do make some new friends. So that is the most
Mm,
rewarding piece of it. Is, hey, we're really cool, and I really genuinely like this person, and these are some new extensions of my friends that I could call extension friendships. That's
gotcha,
it.
gotcha.
That's it.
Wow, wow.
And
Like
some people find love. Far few in between, but some people actually
Mm.
do find love, and some people hook up after the show and
hmm
find love. So,
hmm it does become like a good community, though, right? That's what I've been hearing lately.
yeah, it's like our own little
But
community. We,
how? But I
would like to get together and try to support each other. So, it just becomes one little meshing family.
right, but I can
That's
see
the end
that.
goal.
I can see that from the previous seasons, but as we can see from the 2 seasons in Dallas, how they were divided at the parties for the first season, super divided on the second season. So how does that move forward with this particular city? Because the other cities, there might be a teach bit of division, but I sense with this Dallas the 2 Dallas seasons, there was more division on these 2 seasons than the whole history of Ready to Love.
I don't, from how I view it, like, if there's going to be another cast link up, there's always one leader in each city, right? So
Mhm.
you have like a person that kind of rallies up everybody and get people together. Unfortunately, in the Dallas season, it looks like, if like, people want to come to the next city and meet the cast or whatever it may be, it might just be the men, because the females are not participating in
Right,
Dallas. That's what it looks like. So that might be what it is. So whoever the point of contact is in Dallas is just going to be the point of contact, and
right.
that's just what it is.
Okay.
yeah,
And
the girls
it
thing.
doesn't look like the females will be too involved in a lot of things moving forward unless something changes. I'm not down there to know. I don't know, and I don't really care
I
to
think
know.
your assessment is.
Yes, it's definitely
I
correct.
think your assessment is correct. Not I don't care to know, but I'm gonna ask you offline, Keena. But yeah, I would like to know the rumblings, and when I mean rumblings, I mean amongst the cast, because y'all do have your own little community that not everybody is privy to. You know what I'm saying? I think that's cool as hell, and so I can't imagine after the season is over the conversations. But let me ask you a question, Keena. If that was the case, as far as the cast being this and that, do you guys look at the cast coming up as like you guys can mentor them or hit them up or say this that, and there, or if they y'all messing up and do y'all do that amongst the women? I know some of the men do it. I've been told this recently.
Mm, um, No, I mean, if I personally, if you have time to do that, it's all about what a person has time to do.
Mhm.
If you have time to mentor somebody, I mean, I don't really know like what type of mentoring someone would need, but if like I have seen where like me personally, like if someone like got kicked off or whatever, and I felt like it was effed up, I might do a DM and be like, I loved you on the show, you had a good personality, things like that. And we'll stay connected and follow each other on social media. Like sometimes if something like was kind of drastic, cast members might reach out and just say some soft words or something like that because sometimes like this shit do take a toll on people.
Mm.
So, but for the most part, mentoring, I don't know who got time to be mentoring somebody.
Why I mean like not so deep, but like kind of what you're saying, reaching out if maybe there was a bad situation or just whatever, stuff like that. So maybe mentor is maybe a strong word, but pretty much what you were saying. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mm-mm. I don't really have much else, ladies. I don't know if what y'all got, because I know how you feel, Miss Lee. So, but I don't have much else. What you got, Dina? Abby, you really haven't said much, so I don't like at all. So I don't know if that's good or bad.
I guess we'll just see what Philly do.
I think Philly gonna probably give a lot as well, but I don't know. It might be something good. I'm trying to be as positive.
Ain't nobody got time for them Philly Jones, okay?
But
Okay.
what I want to know is which one's gonna come first, because they put out Philly and they put out Detroit. So which one? What's
From what
going
I
on?
from what I understand, they're having an issue with finding men in Philly.
Yeah, I
And
got
they're
hit.
going to
I
have
got hit
an
up.
issue with finding men in Philly. Like it's not like no,
No, it's not.
No.
But they've always had a problem with finding men, because you got to find like I mean, it's always been the issue, because even when some of the other seasons, like they put out the thing, right? They're looking for men and women, and it's almost like they get a number of women, they get multiple applications or scouting or whatever for the women, and then the next one you see is now they're looking for men to be on this show, and it's just like that should tell you something about the process of this show, that you can find available women, but you can't find available men.
Yeah, I mean, shit, niggas ain't trying to be exposed on TV. Okay.
Exactly.
And Philly is a big town, but a small town. I've lived
Exactly.
there. I know.
Everybody know
No.
everybody.
But and here's the thing, and this is my other thing. Why do people think that they're going to get on this show and then people aren't going to talk about them? And I say this a billion times, and I'm not relating anybody to biblical terms, but they talked about Jesus. So why do you think they're not going to talk about you? Okay, you get on this show, you out here. Some people don't talk, so they're going to talk about that. Some people doing too much, so they're going to talk about that. Some people act a whole ass, so yes, they're going to talk about that. Why do you think that you can get on TV and nobody is going to talk about it?
I've never understood that. I think that's weird that you gonna get on TV and think nobody's gonna talk about you. I've never understood that. I think that's the most
They
honest
talk
thing.
about everybody on TV. All the entertainers, all the athletes, all the actors, actresses. They talk about them all day long on TMZ and every other website out there possible. So do you honestly think that you're going to get on OWN and be on a show and they're not going to talk about you? Whether it's to say your lashes was falling off, your wig wasn't sitting right, you look good, you look bad, you shouldn't have said this, you shouldn't have said that. Anytime you get on TV or a national platform on the internet, you will be talked about.
I just think that once they get, I think once they get on TV, I don't think anybody expects the reaction that they get. No one is really actually ready for that, because you don't know what people are gonna say about you. And so I guess it's depending on the person how they deal with it. And sometimes everybody can't deal with it. I mean, the stuff I get be rough too. So I can't imagine being on TV as much as cast members get. I'm pretty sure it's a lot. So I mean, I'm not making excuses nothing like that. I'm just saying I don't know how we'll deal with that, because it'd be a lot for me sometimes. They people in my comments talking a lot of shit. So I just can't even imagine I be in my
Right.
DMs.
So, and,
You know.
and this is just on YouTube. So imagine being on a TV show with umpteen million viewers and you think that they ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get talked about in your everyday life when you go to work and you make a decision and people don't like it, you're going to get talked about.
Look, all I'm gonna say about this season is this.
It's over.
Look, ma'am, can I get this out, please? It came to Texas. I wanted to come to Texas. I said I wanted it so bad, but I feel like it's just been a mess of both seasons. It is what it is.
Emotionally, physically,
It's been a
whatever,
lot.
draining.
I'm sorry, it's been a lot. So the only thing I can say, I appreciate the flower that the guys did give to me at the party. Lee, thank you, because y'all know you was a part of that. I ain't gonna lie, that was a high point for me. So I can't. That's a really
And
high
let's
point for
shout
me.
out Lee. Of course, she's my kid, so I'm give her big ups. But let's shout out Lee for planning an amazing Ready to Love weekend. Let's shout her out for that.
Yes.
Let
Yes.
LaRonica tell it. He didn't want me planning nothing. So we just gonna dead that. I appreciate we're gonna dead it. We're gonna let that one
Wait,
go.
say that again.
Yeah, let LaRonica tell it. I ain't do nothing. So we gonna let that go. We celebrated Kamisha last Friday. We turned Dallas out. We had a great time. We celebrated the guys. Until Detroit or Philly, because we don't know which one we're gonna get first. That's it. That's the post. Let's wrap this up. Auntie
But
Gabby, let's
Kamisha,
get
I think you should definitely like do like more tours with different cities. I think that might be something in commentary, like like
Mhm.
hosting
Oh, I
live,
thought about that.
live reunions and things
Mhm.
like that.
and especially
Yeah.
if they get to Detroit, you already tight with the Love and Marriage Detroit cast, so you might as well go ahead and hit them up.
Yeah,
No,
I
I thought
think
about
that'd be
it.
something like definitely you should try to get into.
Yeah, the coverage. What do you mean by that? I also
No,
have thought about
but
that
hey,
too.
if you want to
Goddamn,
do Philly or Detroit, I'm gonna come through with my Hilton discount, and we can roll on out.
Mhm. No, but I think that's a really, really good idea. Anybody else got any final words? Because Lee done dipped out. She didn't say her final words about the season. Oh, no, she right
Yeah,
there. Hold
she
on.
over it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let
Sorry, I didn't mean to exit out, y'all. That was a dramatic exit. I was trying to turn my
It
phone.
was. I was like, okay.
I was like, well, damn, she done. But I mean, we can go ahead and let Abby do the benediction.
Well, hold on. Y'all go ahead and pass the collection plate. If y'all would like, please drop y'all cash apps in the chat, please. Ladies, please drop the cash apps in the chat.
It was a great time. On to the next city.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Drop some coins in the collection plate, please, y'all, because it's been a season. It's been a season, Jesus. I saw Chaz on Instagram. Shout out to Chaz. I saw him in the chat earlier. Everybody. Woo, Lord help me. I need Sister Ebony to come on down. Lord have mercy for the final benediction. I mean, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I can't get my words together. Sister Ebony, you ready to do this final?
Sure.
It's the
Sure. Go ahead, Mama.
All right. If all hearts and minds are clear, Jesus wept. Amen. All right.
Amen.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Well, that's wow. That
That's
just
it.
lets you
That's
know.
all I got.
That lets you know how
That's
this
all.
season went down. In fact, I'm gonna end it just like this.